It's the Daily Dog.
Hey, y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. Okay, y'all, we are moving on this week. It is a Wednesday, and we are making today a Woman Wednesday episode, and I am pumped because for the first time on the channel, we get to include a solo selection by Floor Jansen, and it's going to be awesome. And quite frankly, the reason why we have never included a solo selection from Floor is because this is her very first one, her very first solo song, and I am glad that you are here. The song is called Fire, and it is a new release by Floor, and I'm listening to it for the first time with all of you. So I got to know Floor's music and her musicianship by listening to Nightwish. Nightwish was one of the first bands that I learned about as I was doing the Daily Doug episodes, and was just immediately impressed with her voice, with her stage presence, and with her overall musicality. So this new solo career that she is embarking on is of interest to me. She has been professionally singing since her teenage years. First with After Forever, with the band Revamp. She has done a lot of music with Ari and Anthony Lucassen, and with Nightwish for the last almost decade, I believe. And now she is embarking on this solo project, and she has released her first single called Fire on March 25th. Of this year. She has said this about this song and about this effort. She says, "This song is the official launch of my solo career, and I am on fire about it. It is a huge step for me as a singer and songwriter, as a musician. It was and is a wonderful challenge to let my solo sound and image evolve. This release is therefore so special, a first introduction to my music as Floor Jansen as a solo artist." Wonderful stuff. So I have the lyrics pulled up here. I've got the official audio pulled up, and let's see what it sounds like. This is Floor Jansen singing Fire. Here we go. All right, piano.
Muted are the days we lost our will, frozen in a whirlwind that stands still. Time itself is silent, the silence.
That's C minor.
For some warmth back on our face, find a way to get out of this maze. Scream
Lovely motive,
away the
melodic
silence,
motive.
the silence. Shadows all around us, satellite the dark, fire.
That under backbeat. Don't need all of the drums yet, right?
Ignite the fading
That ninth that resolves up to the minor third of the chord.
burn the silence down.
Ooh, major 4.
Let the fire out. Give this heat
Great.
a voice and raise it high. No more smoldering
Little more
ashes
motion
of
and a little more energy.
rise. Keep the fire glowing and burning. Shadows all around.
Always increasing energy.
us. Only formed in love.
Sounds great.
We satellite the dark. Fire.
Right.
Pounding of our hearts.
I think that's a C.
Fire.
Yada, miracle.
Ignite the fire spark.
Her voice is so versatile, y'all.
Burn the silence down.
Got the strings coming in. Reminds me of musical theater compositions. Honestly. It's much more intimate than the Nightwish stuff that I have heard with her. Right. So that's C minor, goes up to E flat, to flat 7. We see E flat, up to F, an F major chord. Nice. There's that major 4 again. Just opens it all up, and then flat 6. And that's how it's going to end. I just love her voice, y'all. She has a way and a flair for delivering a lyric that is something, in all my years of working with vocalists, of teaching, it's you can teach people to sing, you can teach people the fundamentals, but teaching people to emotionally connect and deliver a lyric, even through a recording when you're not in the same room with them, is something that I think is one of these innate things that some people just have the ability to do, to reach us and to connect with us in a real profound way. Congratulations to Floor for this great opening song of her solo career. I really, really like it. As I'm looking at the lyrics here, this was written during lockdown, from what I read. And so she's talking, muted are the days we lost our will, frozen in a whirlwind that stands still. Time itself is silent. She is looking for, like the rest of us, motivation, a way to break through the malaise of that time. The early lockdown like time for me is a big sort of mush, because every day just seemed to turn into the other, and you just lost your sense. You lost your forward motion a bit, right? And she talks about these days being muted. Muted are the days we lost our will. It's an interesting choice of word, right? Where especially if you're a musician, because what do we pay attention to when the sound goes away, right? So the activity, the reason for getting up in the day kind of went away, and it was, what are we going to do, right? And 2 years later, we're trying to find our way back. We're trying to find our strength and our courage and our reason for each of these days, so that there's not a malaise anymore. The days are not muted anymore. And so she sings, shadows all around us set alight the dark, and then fire, the pounding of our hearts, ignite the fading spark, burn the silence down, let the fire out. It's a wonderful, wonderful encouragement for us. Floor has been in it with us, right? She, in the second verse, give this heat of voice and raise it high. No more smoldering ashes of went bys, right? Keep the fire glowing and burning. She's saying here to name it, to own it, to live in it and not let it burn out. Don't leave behind these opportunities that have passed us by. No smoldering ashes of went bys, right? Really great lyrics, and I love the writing and the production of it. I love the way that it started intimate and soft and sort of muted, and then it builds and builds and builds and builds. It's a well-constructed tune, and I am happy to have listened to it. I can't wait to listen to more by Floor. As usual, I mean, Floor is great. I mean, come on. Wonderful, wonderful voice. And again, congratulations to Floor on her new single and on her upcoming album. And I can't wait to hear more. So thanks, everybody, for hanging out with me today. We will see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.